Hello, grade 12. We will be doing from a question. Question 2, Loci, from February-March 2016 question paper. You are given the core and the profile of the incomplete front view as well as the right view of a shaft with a unique single start right-handed thread. The position of S on the sheet is given. The position of S meaning is this position here. That's where you're going to start drawing your front view. Specification: the pitch is 96. How many turns are required there? It's 1.5 turn. Direction: it's a right-handed. Instructions: draw to scale 1:1 the following views of the shaft with a unique single start right-handed thread. The given right view, the complete front view. Show all necessary construction, no hidden detail is required. Right, the given front view. Here in this front view, all you are given are the dimensions. This is where you are going to start. There was the position of S as indicated. You have your outer diameter of 96, the core diameter which is 48. That one is the pitch, which means 110 of a Loci of a helix. 110 is 96, the pitch. So which simply means you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 helices. 110, a complete 10 will end here, start this side and end on that side, and then the other half will end there on the other side. So let's start drawing. Fortunately, already I have drawn the front view. I've drawn the two diameters. The 48 millimeter diameter is this one. You cannot see all of it from my camera's perspective, but you have the outside diameter which is 96. So it's already drawn, and it was divided into 12 equal parts of 30 degrees apart. They are 30 degrees apart. We use the set square, 30-60 degrees set square to do that. And then now, so since the pitch is 96, so we have to divide this 96 by 12 equal divisions. That will give us 8. So we'll have 8 equal divisions there. So 8 millimeters. There is the 8 millimeters. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 12th one, that is one full helix. So it is 1.5. The other half it will take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other one will take 6. It will end there. But let us start, which simply means from here to there, this 16, it takes 2 blocks. From here to there, that 16, it takes 2 blocks. So I may prefer to start with this one. One complete 10 will end there. One complete 10. If we start here, it will end there. It will give me one complete 10. Let's do that. We start here. 1. It is the outside diameter. We are taking it from the outside diameter. This one, from the outside diameter, it will be 1. The second line, the second division, where will it be? It will be here. This one will be 2. The third one will be the center. The fourth one will be this one here. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to draw it very faintly initially. Make sure that your hand is steady. You can do it freehand. Yeah, I'm doing it in freehand. It's half a turn to complete the full turn. This one corresponds with that one. 1, 2, 3 is at the center. There we go. And then it will be 1, 2, 3. It will be like that. That is one helix. 110, 110, one full 10. It ends there. Half a 10. It will be 1, 2. The third mark will be at the center. Then you join these 3 points. Steady, your hand should be steady. And then over there to the other side. 1, 2, and 3. You go up there. And then this is 110. The next 10. So I've done the first part for this corner here. So if I'm doing the next helix, I will take this point over there. I'll take this other point, which is 16 millimeters. So remember, our divisions were 8, so we'll have twice of those divisions, which means I will start here. 8, 16. I will start here. I'll do the same. It will be 1, 1. Corresponds with that one, 2, 3. Then and then it will be 1, 2, 3. Then I join again, and then from here it will be 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. There we are. The second one also 110. The next 10 will be here. I'll start again there for the half. It's 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then it will be 1, 2, 3. Aha. Now that is also 1.5 10. It's 1.5. 1.5 10. I've completed that one. Now this is what I want to bring to your attention now. They told us that it is a right. Let's go back to the question paper. It's a right-handed helix. This is my left. That will be my right. So if it's moving from the right, starting, you might notice that I've just shifted my drawing board, turn it around so that I'm able to view it vertically. It's much easier for me. Slightly difficult if I allow it to be on the other side, to lie flat horizontally. Now I just put it vertically. So if I move to the right, I move towards that direction. If it's from this side, it goes this way. It's my right turn. And then this is my left hand. It is the left turn, right turn. That I was taught by Memsi Fire. She taught me that the turns. I was a little bit confused with turns, but I'm grateful now. I think I do understand those right now. Now let's look at it now. Since it is right turn, it's moving to the core, this side. Here is the core, which is the solid part, the middle part, that middle portion there. Here is the core diameter. So it's solid here. You will see when we're about to complete it. It's solid. It's a start. Now, since it's right, I can see it as it moves towards my right. There it is. I make it solid here because this is the side that I am seeing. I make it solid. You may use your French curve and so on and so forth, but if you don't have a French curve, you must practice the freehand drawing. You look at these 3 points, and then I join that. Right, then I close it up here, but I may use a T-square when a T-square and a set square when I'm using that. This one, and then as it turns, it goes behind the core. I won't be able to see it. It goes behind the core, and then when it comes back again, I'm able to see it. I'm able to see this part as it comes back again. So I can make this solid. Don't breathe. And the other side, yeah. Yes, so there we are. I have these 2 parts that I'm able to see them. And then we are about to complete. Now we're coming to the most intricate part that it's not that much difficult, but when you look at it, you look at this helix here. This one, we will take it from this 24. Remember, from here to somewhere there, from 16 it will be to 24, which means this part is not in line with this 16. It's not in line with this 16. It's slightly up. It's 24, which means we've got the 8, 16, 24. It will start 24 up. Let's see. It's 8, 16, 24. It will start somewhere here. But where? Right at the core here. Right at the core. Here is my core. It will start here. 24 millimeters away. 4, 8, 12. 8, 16, 24. It starts here. Where is the core diameter? There is the core diameter. There is the core diameter. It's this one. It's this one. It's the core diameter. It will start here. It will start there. 8, 16, 24. From the core diameter. Here is the line from the core diameter. It starts there. So I will have other 2 helices. One will start here. The other one will start here at the bottom. The other one will start here at the bottom. Let's start with this one that starts here. I'm trying to move very, very slowly here. You may find another way that you can do it much easier or cheaper, but for you to understand, I will draw almost everything, including the not the hidden details, just the construction line, so that you see how we have plotted this helix. Yes, yeah, so that you are able to see how we have plotted this thing. So what do? Now we start here. We are plotting. I'll just show you once. I'll be moving my drawing board up and down. Here is the first point here. One is this one. It starts here. It starts there. The next line is this one. It starts here. There is the next line. It is there. One. The other one is there. Third one, considering the core diameter, there. And then we go to the center. Okay, go to the center. It means from this corner, from this point here, we have moved 1, 2, 3 to the center, and then you move up 1, 2, 3 to the other side, to the outside diameter of the core. The outside diameter of the core. That side of the core. There it is. So from here it is 1, 2, 3. So faintly. I'm going to show you faintly. And then we go up here. We've started here. It is hidden by this part. It's hidden, but I'll just draw it very faintly. There. Half of my arc is done. And then I move up again from here to there. 1, 2, 3. It will be, and then 1, 2, 3. One. Now we have one pitch. That is the pitch completed. One helix. It's a pitch size, and then the other half is we are remaining with the half of it now. Here it will be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The other half will be completed there. Now we have taken this one, the upper one. Now let's consider this bottom one here. This bottom one. The bottom one, remember here when we practice, keep on practicing, you will know when to make it solid and when not to. But now I'm taking you slowly through this. And then from here we start. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And then again 1, 2, 3. Very faintly I'm doing that. 1, 2, 3 at the center. Your hand should be steady, not shaking like mine. 1, 2, 3. It is now a complete one. 1. That gives you one pitch of a helix. Now a half will be 1, 2, 3. That will be the half. It is now 1 and a, okay, 1, remember it's 1, half will go there. 1, 2, 3. Very faintly it's there. It's 1, a half. If it was complete, it will go to the other side so as to complete. Now I've done all 4 of them. Probably you might have seen that. Now let me fill in the core. Now let me fill in the core. Now when we fill in the core, as you could see that what we'll do now, this is the outline. Oh, let's start from the bottom. I prefer to start it from the bottom because I'm holding my drawing board anyway. Remember these 2 lines, one from here, this side, and that, they represent the core. So there is no other construction up to here. So which simply means we do have the core up until here. We do have the core up until here. And then on this side, remember I said it's a right. Here is my left and my right. So my right is turning, it's on my right, it's on my right. Right turn which goes anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise, this is the outside part. This is the outside part of my helix. So it moves around the core. So even this side, the bottom side of it, you will be able to see it. To make it solid, you will be able to see it. Right, remember we've started here. Right, as we go up, so it turns here. As it turns, here is the core. Here is the core. It will turn up until here. sorry, it will turn up until here. As it turns up until here, it now goes behind. It goes behind the core. Behind the core. Which simply means here we were able to see the core. We were able to see it. So now it goes now behind the core. So which simply means here. Alright. I'm feeling even some flesh here. Here. This. There will be this line, maybe that will be able to explain. As it goes behind the core, we are unable to see it. On this side, the core is somewhere here. Here is the core. Definitely the core will be there. I'm not sure where it will end, but we'll work it out. I'll tell you where it ends. There will be the core even up there. But here, now it will end up to the structure. Remember the core there, it goes up there. So that side, as it goes behind the core, we are unable to see it. But as it reappears here, we are able to see this part. As it reappears here, we are able to see it. And this line here, because it's outside, you are able to fill in. Okay. Hey, it's not nicely and smoothly done. Let me do it nicely. We do have our eraser that assists us. There we are. This is what we have. So from the core, let's check what you are able to see. You are able to see this outside part as it goes up there, it goes behind the core and come back, these two parts, and then it ends there. We are able to see that one, the outside part. Sounds a little bit complicated. It is this outside part. It has moved that side around the core, and then it came back. There it is, up to the 1.5 turn. Now let's look at the inside part. Now let's look at the inside part. We will start with this one. We said it's a right hand. It is hidden by these two parts, by these two helices. So it starts appearing here because it's moving on the right. It's in front of the core. As it is in front of the core, which simply means we are able to see it. We are able to see it. And then once it reaches there, it starts from here. It starts now going behind the core. It goes behind the core. It goes behind the core up until here. And then once it is here, it comes in front of the core. It will move, but it's hidden by this outside one. It's hidden by this outside one, but we'll start seeing it from here. And then from here, we start seeing it. Alright, up to there. We start seeing it up until here. Right? Then, what else now is left now? We were able to see this core. Where does this core goes up until this part? Remember this one, we start seeing it as it comes back to the last. It's a pair of that one. From here, we are able to see it. As it starts here, we are able to see it up until here. It's kind of a little bit difficult for me to explain it for you, but now you can work it out sometimes which parts that you are able to see. You are able to see it here. You didn't see it as it goes that side, and then it reappears. You are able to see it there. And then you will have something like that. Now, these are just faint lines. Maybe I will use a pen so that I'm able to show you every piece of it. Yeah, right. This one that ended up here, It's 1.5 turn. It ended up here. The other one ended up here. But now, which means our height will be there. Don't consider that 96. This 96 here that you see here, this 96. It doesn't mean from here up to the end it will be half of 96. Because when you start with this helix, it won't end at 96. It must have its own 96 that will be projected slightly above that. Even this one, it will end up there. It's 96. So that is why you see it being uneven. Look, when we started, this part is lower than this part. The outside part is lower than the inside part. Even when we end, the outside part is lower than the inside part. But this is where our helix ends. So, but if it was going to continue, this one will move that side up to the center. But now because it ends here for 1.5 turn, we will have our helix ending there. It's a kind of a little bit confusing, but now, just to say that these lines were not necessary. They were just there to show you how we came about doing all that. Now, let us finalize on what you see, because it's a right turn. When now you understand how this thing is being drawn, you will know what you are moving towards the right, and then if you are moving towards the right, come in, you will move, you will have to do this. You are seeing it here. You are seeing it as it moves towards the right. You are seeing it. As it moves towards the right, all these helices, you are able to see them. Don't use a pen. I'm using a pen so that you are able to see clearly. Yeah, we are able to see this part, and it ends there. And then here is the core. From the core, you are seeing it moving in front of the core, and then now it will go here. There's no core, and then where the core starts, that's when you start not seeing it, because now it is moving behind. But here it will start appearing, but you won't be able to see it even then, because it is hidden. It is hidden by the other sections. And then as it passes up to there, yeah, we won't be able to see it up until here, because it's hidden by this part here. It is behind, it is on the other side, and then it will come back. As it comes back, you are able to see it. This side, you are able to see it. Even this one, these two outside layers, you are able to see them. Which simply means this, you see, goes behind the core. You are unable to see it. As it came back, this outside part of the core, you are able to see it. Now, the inside part. From the inside, if I start with this one, the bottom one here. If I start with this bottom one here, you are able to see it as it goes up here, and then it gets underneath this one. You are unable to see it. And then once it reaches the core, it moves behind the core. You are unable to see it, and appears there. From here, you are able to see it. Because it's moving in front of the core. And then ultimately it gets underneath this one. It gets underneath this outside part of the core, right up until there. Now, The bottom one, the one that is on top of that one, the upper one, it starts here. It's hidden by this outside part here, but you will start seeing it where as it moves it will go to this point. From this point you are able to see it. You are able to see it here. You are able to see it, and then it goes behind the core. It goes behind the core. Then once it starts going behind the core, you are unable to see it. It goes behind the core. Then you are unable to see it. There it is. You are unable to see it. And then it reappears now in front of the core. But now it's still here hidden by this one, the outside one. It goes up there, and then from here it starts appearing. Start seeing it here. Then from there you start seeing it. What else am I leaving out? What else am I leaving out? I don't think so. If there is anything that I've made a mistake or have left out, rectify it. But I think, I hope you have learned something. You might have grasped the concept of constructing a start. There is my start. These lines are not there. They were supposed to be hidden details if they wanted the hidden detail. But look at the ones that I've made them darker. That will be those that represent the helix that we were doing, which is the start, which is the right-handed start. It will look like that. Voila! I think I'm done. I hope you understood it. It's not an easy one. It's slightly tricky, but it's not the smoothest, it's the nicest one. But as long as you know if it's right hand, it's 110. This 10 you are able to see it goes behind this core. This core goes behind the core, comes back. You are able to see it right there. It's a half. Then you complete the core. So thank you.